In this video, we're going to look at floats. So in this HTML file, I have a heading, Ralph Spoil Sport Motors. I have two images, and then I have several bits of text which are enclosed within paragraph elements. It looks like this in the browser. Here's our heading 1. These are our two images. If you recall, images as they list in HTML one after the other actually show up side by side, but paragraph tags and division tags show one after the other. So we have the heading, we have two images, and then we have several paragraph elements. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a float, and in order to do that, I'll go to the Styles CSS and I'll create a float right. And I'll create a float left. These are classes, as evidenced by the dot in front of the name of the style. They're classes because I may want to use these in several places on the same page. The active element of the float right and float left is a thing called float. And for float right, I'm going to tell the style to float the graphic or whatever the element is, if it's in a division tag, whatever. In this case, we'll be floating an image. And then I'm going to create a margin for this, and I'm going to say that the margin is 0 pixels on the top, 30 pixels on the right, 10 pixels on the bottom, and 0 pixels on the left. So it goes clockwise from the top. Top, right, bottom, left. That's how you can remember it. I'll copy this and place it in float left. Except for float left, I'll say I want it to float left, and the margin is top, right, bottom, left. So these are my two classes, float right and float left. In my images, I'm going to define this as being a member of class float left, and this image is a member of class float right. Save that, and then we'll take a look and see how that looks. In this case, what this has done is it's floated the picture, the photograph, to the left, and floated the illustration to the right. Let's take a look at that. So the image of Philip Proctor is floating left, and the image of the Speed Demon is floating right. And you'll notice that the text runs around the images. And that's what float does.